NFTs and the Metaverse, a concept that everyone has heard of, but only a few understand. Looking ahead at the next 10 years, the Metaverse is a key trend that will change how societies work and business operates. NFT platforms and blockchain technologies are also changing at a rapid rate. Career sites like LinkedIn, job portals like Monster, and a new crop of AI-led matching systems are some of the key players in the dynamic global recruitment market. It's been a long time since IT recruitment was seen as one of the most profitable fields for recruitment companies. This has existed since far before the year 2000. However, in the present day, the best tech experts are considering NFTs in the Metaverse, and the dynamic is shifting. Hello and welcome to Crypto Castle, where we explain everything crypto. Today we'll talk about the amazing world of the Metaverse and NFTs and what is coming next. Let's begin watching the video right away. When Facebook and Microsoft made big announcements about the Metaverse last year, everyone was both excited and confused. Facebook's decision to change the name of its company from Facebook to Meta showed where they want to go. Microsoft's purchase of the video game publisher Activision Blizzard was also a huge step forward for their plans for the Metaverse. All these changes happened quickly over the course of 6 months. But no one could answer the question, what is the Metaverse? And how will each of us adjust to this Metaverse? And the Metaverse isn't here by itself. It's part of a journey that will continue when NFTs are added. The idea of the Metaverse and NFTs will go together. In 2021, NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, took off, and then there was a boom in cryptocurrencies. The future we see in the Metaverse will be the same as the world of non-fungible things, NFTs. Now, if I made the Metaverse even more confusing, let me bring in daylight and break down the Metaverse, answering all of your questions and a little bit more. So what exactly does the Metaverse mean? The most important question on everyone's mind is, what does it mean? You probably saw some Metaverse news when you were scrolling through your social feeds or reading the news. Facebook's announcement really blew things out of proportion, and it also sped up the development of the Metaverse by other major companies around the world. Neal Stephenson used the word Metaverse in his science fiction book Snow Crash, which came out in 1992. In this book, the main character, Hero, goes in and out of a place called the Metaverse, which looks like a small-scale cityscape made by code, but doesn't exist in the real world. Based on what Neal Stephenson said about it almost 30 years ago, think of the Metaverse as a second world that exists alongside the one we live in. The Metaverse will be a virtual reality digital space that is completely separate from the real world. We've all heard that people can live again. Now with the Metaverse, it's being used to make a digital second world. We're used to living in a virtual world, especially now that COVID-19 is over. We sometimes spend a few hours in a virtual world, like when we play games or talk on Zoom. But once the task is done, our virtual world ends. But with the Metaverse, the virtual world will be a separate dimension that keeps going, even when you aren't playing or interacting. It now means that you live in a different virtual meta world with a service provider, and when you hang up the phone or stop playing a game, you're more or less cut off from the rest of the world. The main point is that the Metaverse will be a virtual world that will run alongside our real lives. It'll be a full experience with digital neighborhoods, parks, and clubs that can happen in one world or in a mix of worlds. There can be overlap between the worlds we live in, such as AR overlays, but the idea of creating a second life stays the same. Think of it like this. You now have a digital representation of yourself in this virtual space. You could be going to meetings in the Metaverse, talking to other people, and eventually finding your way to a game in the same space. If that wasn't enough, you could also buy things and go to a movie without leaving this digital space. I've told you about the idealistic Metaverse where everything works together. What is an NFT? NFT stands for non-fungible token. Collins Dictionary, which chose the phrase as its word of the year for 2021, describes an NFT as a unique digital certificate registered in a blockchain that's used to record ownership of an asset like an artwork or collectible. Putting aside the technical details, it's easy to think of it as a digital certificate of ownership that can't be faked, tampered with, or changed by anyone but its owner, because it's stored on an encrypted, distributed database, a blockchain. This means that it can be used as a theoretical foolproof way to make a piece of digital information that can be copied infinitely valuable by making it seem rare. It could be a piece of digital art, music, a piece of clothing, or item to wear in a game, the keys to a virtual reality house, or anything else that someone might want to be unique. Now, before we move ahead, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing more informative pickleball content to you. Your little contribution means a lot for us. NFTs in the Metaverse. The Metaverse is a hot topic in the tech world right now, and different people have different ideas about what it is. In general, however, it refers to a connected, persistent digital ecosystem that is more immersive than the internet we have now. This could include virtual reality, VR, The metaverse will give us a consistent digital environment where we can work, play, socialize, travel, and learn. People have called it a trillion-dollar business opportunity and the biggest thing to ever change the way we live. In the virtual worlds that will make up the metaverse, NFTs will play a number of important roles. First, they let digital items be one of a kind. People in the real world like to collect and show off rare and unusual things, and there's no reason to think that will change in the virtual world. You can already buy unique pieces of art to show off in your virtual reality art gallery. In a similar way, Nike just sold 600 pairs of shoes as NFTs and made more than $3 million as a result. In fact, these were just pictures of shoes that could not be worn. In the future, they will probably be working virtual shoes that our avatars can wear as they go about their digital lives. Think of it like being able to dress your video game character in unique clothes that no one else can have. After all, there's no reason to think that anyone's ego will be smaller in the metaverse than it is in the real world. The future ahead. All this might sound like someone from the 1980s trying to teach the rest of us about the internet. The metaverse is similar to how the internet changed things when it came out in the 1990s. The metaverse has come of the same things that make the internet disruptive or even more. Access will be one of the main reasons why the metaverse won't be used by most people. Mark Zuckerberg also talked a lot about hardware in his very important call with investors about the move to Meta. To get into the metaverse, users will need a VR headset or something similar, and right now the biggest problem for service providers is hardware. The buzz about the metaverse is in an all-time high, and more companies are looking for ways to change their business models to fit the metaverse. But it'll be at least 10 years before an incorrect metaverse style is used by most people. But one thing is for sure, in this digital world, the way we talk to each other and do our jobs is changing. Change is coming, but it might not happen today or tomorrow. When it does, although, it will be very different from what we think it will be. Of course, for every person who says that NFTs are the future of any or all businesses and fields of human work, there is someone else who says that it's just a passing fad that won't last long. In reality, no one knows for sure what will happen in the future. But it can't be denied that a lot of big players are putting a lot of money into the technology, and it's clear that some very smart and well-off people are sure that it will be important in the future. Even though there are important problems that need to be fixed, it would be morally wrong to just ignore how much energy is being used. But at the same time, the technology could change too much to be ignored or written off. So what are your thoughts about the metaverse and NFTs? How will they revolutionize our lives? Tell us in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and family. Also, if you like this video, make sure to watch the next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.